Wisconsin Congressman Paul Ryan, widely expected to be the next Speaker of the House, but his first order of business is an uphill battle. Today, President Obama saying he will veto any bill to raise the debt ceiling if spending cuts are attached. So how will Congressman Ryan deal with this hurdle? Ohio Governor and 2016 presidential candidate John Kasich served in Congress for 18 years. He helped balance the federal budget. Governor Kasich goes on the record. Good evening, sir.
How are you, Greta?
I'm very well. Having served in Congress as you did and running for president now, how important or how different is a Speaker of the House? What difference is it going to make if it's Paul Ryan or Speaker Boehner?
Well, look, at the end of the day, what I'm concerned about is that we have a speaker that will be able to work with me if I'm president to balance the budget in 8 years and cut taxes and freeze regulations. It's an aggressive agenda. I know how to do it. I've done it before in Ohio at the federal level. So you can't really weigh in as an executive as to who should be running the House or the Senate. I just would like to have somebody there that's going to be able to work with us, be creative and smart. And, you know, I know Paul Ryan for a long time, so we'll see what happens down there. But it's important that we're able to move things forward, Greta.
All right, what do you make of the president's leadership style, at least tonight, where he says that if with the debt ceiling, we're going to run out of borrowing on November 3rd, according to the Treasury Secretary, and we're in deep trouble. The Freedom Caucus on Capitol Hill wants spending cuts. Paul Ryan may be the new speaker, and you've got the president saying that he will veto any effort to raise the debt ceiling if it comes with spending cuts. So what about the leadership there?
What I think should be done, Greta, is I think they should send him a plan that does have spending cuts and raises the debt ceiling. If he vetoes it, they've made their best effort. I think it's time to start engaging in balancing the budget. That's why I've put a program together that would balance the budget in 8 years. And I think if they get started in that area, I think that's very positive. And get it to the president, and then we can have a debate about spending in this country. At the end of the day, of course, we don't want to default, but let's start making our positions known.
Well, if the president does veto a bill that comes to him, let's say there are spending cuts in it, what happens?
Well, look, he vetoes it, and then you go back and you go to work again. I mean, and you try to figure things out. I don't favor defaulting. I don't think that makes any sense, but let's start making our position clear. The president vetoed a defense bill. You know, this was a bill to provide vital resources to the men and women in the military. He vetoed it because he wanted all other spending to go up. I think we should hold our ground on that. I think they should try to override the president on that, because we do need more money for defense, but we don't need to raise all the spending of the government. That makes that's not something that I support and not anything I would do. And so I think they ought to keep taking it to the president. And I don't think he should play chicken, by the way, with the military. We have a lot of demands. Our people need help. They need support. And even under my plan to balance the budget in 8 years, I call for an increase in defense spending. It is necessary.
Governor, thank you for joining us. I know you have a busy weekend in New Hampshire. Is that right,
I have
sir?
a little announcement for you. Richard Army, the former majority leader who was there when we reformed welfare and balanced the budget and cut taxes, he's endorsed me today. It's good news.
Right. That's the political news that you've been endorsed by Dick Armey. Thank you very much, sir.
All right, Greta. Thank you.